Okay, everybody, I'd like to thank you for coming and welcome to this morning's session where we're going to talk about Microsoft Silverlight and the 2008 Olympic Games. Apologies, the program had mentioned that it was going to be Windows Presentation Foundation. That's because Silverlight was originally called Windows Presentation Foundation Everywhere and we had a little bit of a misprint. But today we're actually going to be talking about Silverlight and the collaboration between Microsoft, eCrusade, the BOC, the Beijing Organizing Committee of the Olympic Games, and a company called Sohu.com. On building an application for the Olympic torch relay for the Olympic Games 2008. So our agenda for today is, first of all, I'd like to introduce my fellow speakers. We're going to have 4 speakers on stage, and we've got 2 microphones, so in the Olympic spirit, we're going to be doing a little bit of a relay. So we're going to have a Mr. from the BOCOG. We're going to have a Miss Selena Yang from Sohu.com, and we have Mr. Leung from eCrusade. So Mr. Yang's going to be talking to us a little bit about the aims and goals for how the internet is going to be used to enhance the Beijing 2008 Olympics and how the Beijing 2008 Olympics are going to be used to enhance the internet. We're going to also be hearing from Sohu.com, who are going to be talking about how they've brought enterprise scalability in delivering internet applications to huge global sporting events and how they're bringing that to the Olympic Games. Finally, we're going to be eCrusade on talking about how they designed and implemented a very dynamic, scalable, customizable application for the next web, which is based around the Olympic torch relay. And then at the end, we'll have a time for summary and questions. Just one thing that I'd like to point out is we're going to be showing the Olympic torch relay. We're going to be showing on demo the world that the torch is going to be going through. At this moment, this is just demo, so this isn't the final route for the torch. So if you don't see it going through your country, please don't get upset with us. And so without further ado, I'd like to welcome Mr. Yang up to tell us about Beijing 2008 Olympics and the internet.
Morning, everyone. A little bit nervous to such an occasion to speak here on behalf of VOCOG. I feel so honored. On 13 July 2001, Beijing was elected host city for the Games of the 29th Olympiad in 2008. We all understand that it is an honor which comes with a great responsibility, but we are confident that Beijing could organize an excellent Games. The Beijing Olympics will be a perfect occasion to fully display China's 5,000-year history and its resplendent culture, and fully express the common aspirations of the Chinese people to jointly seek peace, development, and common progress together with the peoples of the world. VOCOG's general goal is to host high-level Olympic Games with distinguishing features, to realize the strategic concepts of New Beijing Great Olympics, and to leave a unique legacy for China and world sports. Under the slogan, One World, One Dream, Beijing promises to host the Green High-Tech Olympics and the People's Olympics. Among these 3 concepts, I'd like to talk about the high-tech Olympics today, in which internet plays an important role. High-tech Olympics means the Beijing Olympic Games is to serve as a window to showcase the city's high-tech achievements and its innovative strength. The internet itself is just a high-tech platform through which the outside world can learn about China and Beijing. Here are some figures. China had 137 million people online by the end of last year, second in the world only to the United States. Broadband users exceeded 100 million, or about 76% of all internet users. Another 17 million Chinese went online via mobile phones, accounting for over 12% of the internet population. Despite its second place in the world list, internet penetration is actually relatively weak per capita in China of 1.3 billion people, compared with the fact that almost half of the US population is actively using the internet. Less than 12% of the Chinese population is currently plugged in. Thus, China has a lot more room to grow. Internet is one of the best ways to promote Olympic movement in China and China to the world. Olympic websites will have a brighter future as the global population of the internet has grown. Since the 1996 Summer Games in Atlanta, the internet has been an integral medium for numerous Olympics and sports constituencies. The 2000 Sydney Games had the making of a true internet event and was of a nice start. In accordance with the growing popularity of internet, Olympic official websites have generated record traffic since Sydney from a worldwide multilingual audience. Torino 2006 website set a record-breaking number with over 71 million pages visited by 2 million single users in just one day. That explains why in the previous games, the number of television viewers has dropped. The net is becoming the point of reference for sports information. The ease and the freedom of access are the distinctive features of these Olympics on the web. Against this background, Bangkok has selected Sohu.com, one of the top websites in China, as the official sponsor of internet content service for the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games, the first internet content sponsor in the history of the Olympics, to create the definitive Beijing Games website, one that informs, inspires, motivates, and involves the target audiences about Beijing Olympic and the Paralympic Games, the city of Beijing, and China. Internet has announced its involvement in nearly every aspect in the Beijing Games, such as volunteer applications and ticketing. Altogether, 100,000 volunteers will be needed before and during the Games. How to recruit so many qualified volunteers becomes a major concern for the organizers. However, Internet has solved this problem well. Up to now, 60% of the 500,000 volunteer applications are submitted online. On March the 8th, Bangkok launched the official ticketing website. It is Bangkok's official online media for ticketing information and distribution. In China and English, the website will provide reliable and convenient ticketing services for the public. On April 15th, Bangkok initiated a three-phase ticketing process for domestic sales, and residents on the Chinese mainland were able to order tickets through the website. More than 50,000 people have placed orders for about 250,000 tickets through the website, with 10 million page views generated in the first 24 hours. Internet also plays roles in staff recruitment and a solicitation campaign for the Games. Here I want to talk about two featured programs which the Beijing 2008 website initiated in promoting the Beijing Games. One is honorary website visitor selection. The official website is enrolling a total of 2008 honorary official website visitors. On March the 26th, the website published the first batch of 500 honorary visitors, including official website users, Bangkok officials, sports and art stars, volunteers, and people with disabilities. The honorary visitors will take part in special activities and will serve as online messengers of the Beijing 2008 website. The other is Olympic Families Tour Beijing. On April the 9th, the official website, in collaboration with China Mobile, launched the campaign of Olympic Family Tour Beijing. 10 families, 5 from China and 5 from other countries, will be chosen through an online competition to tour Beijing and co-host the cities in the summer. Since the campaign kicked off on April the 9th, the number of visitors to the campaign page on the official website has kept rising, and a total of 160 families, including 256 from abroad, have registered to take part in the campaign. According to the figures as of the end of April, if you want to win a free trip to Beijing, I see a lot of pieces outside. You can just walk out and log into our website and register for the campaign. And maybe this summer we can meet in Beijing. There is no frontiers on the internet, nor in the Olympics. I believe internet can do a lot more in the Olympic Games. With this high-tech booster, Beijing Olympics stand a great chance to be a best Olympic Games in the history. Thank you.
Knowledge questions now about the Olympics, and see if anybody wants to win some prizes. Is anybody interested in trying to answer a question, I'd say? Okay, the first question. When will the 20 Olympic Games actually open? Will it be A, July 13, B, August 8, or C, September 2nd? Guy on the right. August 8th. He's correct. So where are our prize people? Over here. I think she wanted to keep it for herself. Okay, second question. The mascots for the Olympic Games, and they're also the prizes for these questions, are called the Fuwa. Which do you think is the correct arrangement of them? Is it A, B, or C? Guy at the front here? Hey, wow, you guys are good. Okay, guy with the hat at the front. Okay, we're going to have a few more spot questions for some prizes later also, but I also have a few smaller versions of the mascots. Unfortunately, they don't fly very well, and I'm not for my shot put skills, so I'll later on. Before we go on with that, I'd like to introduce Miss Yang Yang, who's a manager at the Sohu Art Studio at sohu.com. Sohu.com are one of the world's largest websites. Guys who are going to be as we heard earlier, the internet content sponsors and internet content providers for the Beijing Olympic Games. So I'd like to welcome Miss Yang Yang.
Okay. Sorry. Hello everybody, and my name is Yang Yang from Sohu Art Studio. So someday designer in here, raise your hand, let me know. Okay, thank you for coming. What does Sohu mean? Do you know? Translating into English, Sohu is searching foxing. That is Sohu. The foxing is coming. We are founded in 1996 by Dr. Charles Zhang, who was a pioneer in bringing the internet to China. Our mission is to help our customers start their splendid journey on the internet at our site. Since then, Sohu has become one of the largest and most influential companies in China, with more than 250 million page views per day across our properties. So, just you see, our main site is sohu.com. Around the sohu.com, we have provide a number of other sites and service, including Sogo.com is a search engine, and Altius.com is the #1 games portal in China, and GoToMap is an online mapping system for China. So, Focus.cn is a real estate service. Goodfeel is a wireless added value, and the last one, ChinaRen.com, is just like the Chinese Facebook. It's the #1 alumni club in China, having over 80 million registered users and with about 30 million users per day. So who are particularly strong in sports and entertainment. We have more than 1,000 content partners, just like you see the FIFA Soccer World Cup. That is the most popular motorsport, and NBA, and F1, and the Italian soccer giant, AC Milan. So based on our history of successfully dealing with huge global sporting events, Sohu was selected as the official internet content service sponsor for Olympic Games 2008, hosted in Beijing. So, SES is our department. We focus on building scalable application with user experience at its heart. For example, we built a site for FIFA World Cup 2006, the world's largest single sport event. For this, we provide online video of games, highlights, and news. The average soccer fan spent 270 minutes online during the World Cup, and Sohu served more than half of the traffic. We also provided online service for NBA. So thank you for Yao Ming. Basketball is enormous in China, and we scale to meet the demand. So the slogan for the Olympic is one world, one dream. So we aim to bring the Olympic dream to the world via the internet. The first step in this is when the Olympic torch travels the world, bringing its message of the goodwill to all. The world will be able to collaboration on the experience of the torch traveling through their countries and cities, contributing photos, videos, and blogs. So let's take a look at the demonstration on the Olympic torch relay now. Thank you very much.
More questions if anybody wants to win a couple more of the mascots. So first of all, what is Sohu's stock ticker on the NASDAQ? Do you think it's Sohu, SH, SU, or Foxy? Anybody want to take a guess? Right at the back? A, you're correct. Right at the back, if you put your hand up. And here's another one. What is Sohu's mascot? Is it a fox, a dog, a dragon, or a platypus? Guy at the front here? A, a fox. That's right. Guy here beside the mic. Okay, so now we're going to welcome Mr. Leung and Ms. Yang Yang back on stage where they're going to show us the Olympic Torch Relay application built in Microsoft Silverlight.
Is it on already? Yeah. You see?
Okay, I'm glad to collaboration between Microsoft and EcoSci in building a new type of application to help us to capture the Olympic experience of one team, one dream. So you know, Liang, in the last month, I'm very glad to working with you and your team. So introduce yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Yang Yang. My name is Leung, and I'm coming from EcoSci. I'm the EcoSci Technical Director in Hong Kong. And we are one of the Avenue A razorfish company. And today we want to tell you about the website that we have built, the demo that we have built in a more interactive way. So Yang Yang, you...
I as the user may be a serious goal to eager to explore the website.
And I will be the facilitator to explain the design and the function of the website to her and, of course, to you all too. And let's start the demo.
Okay. Well... No music. Let's go. So the introduction of this website is very exciting. I like the movie and unfolding of the map. Could you tell me about it?
Yeah, this is Olympic Torch Relay website as mentioned about by Lawrence, and this website keeps you update of the progress of the torch relay throughout the event. When the torch release from Athens, travel around the world to Beijing. It gives you news around the torch relay event. This website also allows users from all over the world to contribute the content to the website, to participate through sharing their photos, pictures, videos, and blogs to each other.
Okay, I can see the Chinese painting paper on the background and also the Chinese ink brush. Can you tell me why?
Yes, we use these elements to give the user a Chinese style feeling by making the whole website look like a Chinese painting. And so we have added ink brush over there. And then at the background, we try to use some Chinese painting paper to give you the whole feeling of a Chinese painting. Chinese element in our website is crucial, especially in this one, because we wanted to introduce China to the world through the Olympic event. Okay, so don't waste our time. Let's start our journey by moving your cursor over to Europe, and then start our journey.
Okay. Oh, click, I'm in Europe now, so what is about it?
Okay, here we zoom in from different regions of the world, from the world map. You now see the journey starting from the Olympic event, Greece, and to the Middle East. Along the route, you can see photos submitted by different people around the world. On the bottom left, okay, you see there is a timeline showing you when and where the torch is now. So thus it gives you another way to navigate the torch relay wow. So we can navigate both through geographically and chronologically.
Okay, I'm so eager to see journey on the torch in our country, China.
So let's click China on the timeline and go to China.
Oh, this is Asia. I see the route from southwest of China to Beijing. It passed through Xi'an and Hong Kong and Shanghai and Tianjin. Now this is Beijing.
So just try to move your mouse over Beijing.
Okay. Oh, I can see 3D maps of the city where I live. The touch route and a lot of photos and icons scattered around, but the map just shows me part of the city. How can I do?
Yes, so don't stop here. Press and hold your mouse and drag the map. You can drag the map.
So I see all the Beijing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see the different part of the city. Now, here is I live.
Oh, it's where you live? Oh, yes, I got you found your home. And I hope you don't feel homesick. We're just here for a few days only. Yes, sir.
So
this is the Lama Temple. As you try to mouse over it, and then it gives you a description of what Lama Temple is. It shows you some pictures. Actually, Lama Temple is the place to nurture the king.
Do you know how do you get Lama Temple in Beijing?
I don't know.
By subway, do you remember?
Okay,
So, oh, I found this. Could you tell me about it?
Also, yes, it is a photo viewer. This viewer shows what users submitted photos. You can see a bunch of photos in this photo viewer. These user, when they submit the photos, they can add tag, they can add description to the photos. Also, as I mentioned earlier, we want to give the user a Chinese feeling of this website. So we use ink brush around the photo viewer. And then at the bottom, you can see the plum blossom. Do you know, by the way, do you know what is the four gentlemen in Chinese ink painting?
Oh, so easy, but I'll give you a question. It's Mei, Lan, Zhu, Ju. How to spell?
Okay, so that you means is plum, blossom, orchid, bamboo, chrysanthemum. These are the four. These four represent the spirit of the Chinese painting.
Yeah. So I can see that is the bird nest stadium. So that's Liu Xiang. Okay, I love it.
Okay, yeah, you can see a lot of other photos than Liu Xiang. Not only Liu Xiang, I know you like Liu Xiang, and all Chinese people like him because he is the champion of the hurdle runner. But could we close it for a moment? I want to show you more features of this website.
Now let's click
Maybe you
here.
click, yeah, you click here now.
Oh, let's say I know it is a Sohu sport video channels. That is playing the NBA. So do you introduce in the defection?
Yes, you're correct. It allows you, maybe I'll show you some more features of this video player. You can click here to pause it. You can stop it. You can play the game using this control. So maybe I'll show you another, I want to show you another video here. So this is a different video. This is a video submitted by a user. Similar to the photo viewer, we decorate the video player with an ink brush and a plum blossom. User can also add their tag and description to the video viewer. So you can see we have videos from the official. We have official content. Also, we have video from the user contributed content in the website to make the website more livelier and dynamic.
This video are terrific. As Sohu are official sponsor of Olympics of China, Sohu can use this feature to show user more intriguing videos related to Olympics. So I see a lot of. So I can follow this.
Icon? Oh, this one. You said these icon. These lanes and pages like icon. Yeah, this is what I'm going to tell you about. You can click here and then you can see a person's blog here and his latest blog entry, a little description here. And then click it, you can see that you will be directed to his blog site. And here is the blog site of one of our teammates.
Yeah.
Is it?
This is Sohu blog. I know these three guys.
I know this three guys. This Gao Lei, Meng Fei, Yu Ming.
Yeah.
They are also work in the same project as us. And then let's close this.
So I found this some puzzle here. Let me click here to find it. So what is this?
Oh yeah, this is a mini game. Try to play it around. We want to make the website more entertaining by adding more surprise to the user by adding mini games to along the route. Here we build a puzzle game using the video brush technology in Silverlight. This technology enables us to play a video in a 2D object. So it makes us build this application more easily and quicker. Yang, can you solve it quickly?
Okay, then.
We are running out of time. Okay, you cheated. Everyone can treat it using this button. So we hope that this demo gives you an overview of our design concept and features of this website. And
I hope we can see you blog in one of the MIC in the future. And we're waiting for you in Beijing in 2008. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Testing. So after the demo, I think all of you get some concept about what this application is. And here in this section of the presentation, I would like to go through the technical solution of how we build this Olympic torch relay website using Microsoft technology Silverlight. And okay. Before that, I would like to introduce our company. Our company is called MIX07 Marketing Limited. We are located in Hong Kong. People in Hong Kong usually speak two languages or three languages, Cantonese, English, and Mandarin. But good at none. Our colleagues usually work over 60 hours a day. We're crazy. And And I mentioned earlier that we are one of the company of Avenue A Razorfish. We are just acquired by them in November. Now we have operation in Shanghai and Hong Kong. Recently, we ranked number 18th in Wong Cyber Ranking, and we are number 1 in the Hong Kong 4As. So what is our challenge in building this Olympic torch relay website? The first one is that this website is very dynamic. As you all know, the torch relay event changing every day, the word changing every day, so it's a very dynamic event. It requires a very dynamic application. And second is nowadays internet user, they are more demanding. They don't like just a plain HTML. They won't be satisfied. They want some enhanced user experience, more rich user experience in the application to attract their attention, to make them stay in the website. And then the third one is that because we have a lot of user upload contents, so we have to illustrate those content in a more attractive way to the user. So the only technology that can meet our needs is Microsoft Silverlight, because it provide it can run in multi-platform, multi-browser, and then it provide a very nice API for delivering videos, and it also provide us a lot of tools to program it and make dynamic contents. So what is our major design consideration? The first one is media, the second one is animation, and the third one is dynamic visual elements. For media, because we think it's crucial for this website because we have to demo, because without using video, the website will be less livelier than it is now. And so we think delivering media is very important in our website. And then the second one is animation. Animation enhances the user experience a lot. You may not know, just imagine that when you're seeing a plain HTML website, just like 2 or 3 years ago, you won't get excited. But now you see the demo, there is a lot of transition, scene-to-scene transition. We have to use animation to make it smooth, to make the whole experience smooth. And then the dynamic visual elements. Just like the demo, we have a lot of block print on the map. We have to put it there, but because every day there is a lot of different users submit their print to the map, so we cannot just make it static. We have to make it dynamic. We have to pull data from the server and then display it on the map. So these are the 3 key considerations of our application. I will now talk about the media. We have used a lot of medias in our application. For example, the video-based game, we have a video puzzle, and then we have city contributes video that we have some here. We have other video, and also we have user-contributed video. And Silverlight Media support really help us in doing that because it provide it has a function to play back video in different platforms, and it provides a simple API. Also, it separate UI from the code so that developer and designer, they can work independently. So here I want to show you some details of the implementation of how we do media in the Silverlight. We can just define a SAML. SAML is a language to define the UI in Silverlight. We define an element called screen intro and just set the source, the URL of that WMV, and then we can use the code. You see, we can use the code to get that object, that SAML object, and then use different API provided by Silverlight, for example, to pause, to stop, and to play, and to mute it. Then I would like to go through some of the animation in the application that we use Silverlight to accomplish that. Here you see the unfolding of the map, and the zooming effect into the city. Animation, as I have mentioned about, is very important and is necessary to nowadays application, which internet application especially. I mentioned earlier some sample in our application, zooming, unfolding of the map, the torch runner, we all use animation to accomplish that. So I want to give you an example of how we do a zooming effect in our application. So here is how we use Microsoft technology again, the expression brand. This provides a very user-friendly interface application for our designer to create their animation. You see the panel, there is a panel for where you can control the timeline of different objects. And then you have a design view to see actually what is going on in the movie, in the animation. Say, for example, I have an object of Earth zooming, and then I can use these to control. The left-hand side, you can see the panel for the timeline. You can control the animations by each keyframe. You can control the frames opacity, the scale, and the transition using this timeline, and to produce this kind of event. Also, it provides a good interface for the developer to trigger the animation anywhere they like. Here you see actually when the animation created, it is translated to a sample file. And just like the previous example, the developer can use some coding, JavaScript coding, to get that object and then call some API. For example, in our case, begin to run the animation. So the third area that I want to talk about is the dynamic application. As you all seen that we have a lot of user-contributed content, photos, video, blogs. We have to integrate these contents into our application. For example, the blog prints on the city map, photo, videos, thumbnail along the route. So here is an example that we use. We try to put the dynamic content, the blog prints, into the city view. How we can do it? Because Silverlight, SAML, the UI language, is just an XML language. So we can dynamically add more XML code into the existing code. We can as you can see in this screen, we try to use JavaScript to declare an icon SAML in the first line, and then we try to get those block entry from the server, and then loop those entry and replace the SAML inside the previous declared object, and then add it into our map object, and then add some event trigger into the object so people can interact with the block print. And so this is all I want to present to you for the technical solution part, and thank you.
So in summary, we'd just like to talk a little bit about the vision of the Olympics has all been about one world, one dream. And the Olympic Torch Relay project that we've built is the ideal way of showing this, as the torch moves across the world through many dozens of countries from Greece to Beijing, giving anybody in the world the chance, first of all, to see the torch, and if they can't see the torch themselves, then they can use the power of the internet to be able to contribute to this application, linking their blogs, uploading their pictures, uploading their videos. And Sohu.com will be hosting this scalable application. It's actually built on a lamp stack, but it's going to be using a Silverlight on the front end. So we're really trying, the four companies working together, to bring this vision to the world through the use of technology. We saw today that we were building this rich, customizable, scalable application in Silverlight, and also using the technology to allow designers to do what they do, business people to do what they do, and developers to do what they do, and for us all to collaborate together to be able to build this application. And we're all about trying to build the next web now. So at that point, does anybody have any questions for us? Question at the front here. When does the Torch Relay website go online?
Maybe in the this year at 8 August. Okay.
So 1 year before the Olympics begin. Any more questions? Any questions on the design or the technology? No? Okay, well, we have a few more giveaways. If anybody wants some. I don't think I can throw them that far, so you guys are going to have to come up to the front. Oh, we have a question at the mic, sorry.
How many people worked on a team, and how long did it take you to get it done?
How many people altogether to get it done, Leon?
Okay. We have 3 developers, 3 creative designer, and 1 project manager, and I'm the project manager of the team. Mm-hmm.
How long did it take?
So far it takes 1 month, and we will have another month to go to finish the product.
Okay. Do you know I know the machine, the infrastructure itself, it's going to be a Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. Oh, yeah. The actual architecture in the terms of scale and size, I don't have the details of. Do you have them, Yang?
Actually, we are still going a stress test, because after that we will have a more clear picture about what kind of infrastructure, how many hardware we need for the website.
The interface that you developed is very visual, and it looks great. Do you have any considerations for those that perhaps don't use a visual-based browser, a text reader, or another kind of accessibility issues? I'd imagine with the Olympics in particular, with the Paralympics, you've got an audience that can't interact with a website like a regular person might.
And so was the question around accessibility?
Yeah, Section 508 or...
Okay, the Silverlight API itself, a future version of it, is going to have accessibility as an option. Part of the V1 of Silverlight that this was built on, that's not in there at this moment. But that is something that's in the plans.
How do you actually see that being implemented? So let's say we developed a site just like that in this new version of Silverlight. How does the accessible version manifest itself?
Okay, to be frank, that's something that's still in the design phase, so it's kind of hard to answer it right now, but maybe we can chat afterwards. Okay. Any more questions? Okay, well, everybody, thank you for coming.